Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you here today. Thank you for joining me on my ride home from work as we talk about the upcoming game between the San Francisco 49ers and the Dallas Cowboys. If you're out there and you're watching this, what is up, Britton? What is up, Josh? Two of my buddies that are good Cowboys fans, and honestly, I know that I got a little bit of pep in my step, and I'm talking pretty good about my San Francisco 49ers. You would think a team that is 0-6 headed into Week 7, you would have me, hiding underneath the towel, not even wanting to make these videos. But I will tell you this. I challenge you to find any 0-6 football team that is better than the San Francisco 49ers. I guarantee you that there are fans out there of teams in the NFL that have, either 1 win, 2 wins. Maybe there's even a team out there that has 3 wins that would love to trade for this team. This is a very young team that is learning. We knew at the beginning of this season with so many rookies on this team, so many guys with, only 2 years, maybe even 3 years in the league coming into their own, that this was going to be a learning season. I can tell you honestly, we are learning more by losing these games so close than, pulling out a win here or there along the way. The Niners are setting themselves up pretty strong. Let's get the Cowboys out of the way. The whole, round robin changes every day what is going on with Ezekiel Elliott. As of right now, it looks like Ezekiel Elliott will be playing for the Dallas Cowboys, so that he will be at 100%. With Prescott, with Ezekiel Elliott, Dez Bryant, everybody's going to be in there. I'll tell you this. I think this Niners team is going to stand up strong against the Cowboys. If Ezekiel Elliott was not going to be able to play due to the whole suspension thing, it was only going to make us look better out there. I think the Niners can play this team tough. I'm not going to say that the Niners can win this game, but, if we can pull out another game where we don't get blown out and we, let's say lose this game by 3 or by 7, maybe if we lose this game by 10, I think we're learning and we're moving in the right direction. I don't want to be the 76ers fan here, but, you got to trust in the process, and you got to, keep moving along and keep getting better. Every week we're getting towards, becoming a better football team, and we can get back to where we were a few years ago. Where we were going to the playoffs, we were going to championships games, we were going to Super Bowls. We never got the big one. We're still on the quest for 6, but we'll get there. It's only a matter of time. There's a lot of football teams out there that wish they were set up the way that we are. Last week we had 2 big transactions. Bowman was released. We didn't get a chance to talk about that because we were so shocked at the end of the Redskins game, and it happened after I made the video previewing the game. But Bowman was a big part of this team. We're going to be getting younger. We're playing the rookie Foster, who has proven that he can step up and he can fill that role, and we're not going to take a step backwards. I think the best way to put this was that basically Coach Shanahan said that Bowman is the kind of player that he wouldn't have become a cancer, but he wouldn't have lost playing time quietly. And he is a guy that has a whole lot of heart. He's meant a lot to the San Francisco 49ers. I think he mentored for as long as he could mentor, and it's time for him to move on. As of right now, I honestly haven't heard of him signing with anybody. I honestly heard just about every team in the NFL jump for joy that this guy was on the free agent market. But if he's going to play this week, I think that he would have signed by now. Maybe it just went under the radar, maybe I didn't see it. But you got to tip your hat to him. We just played Frank Gore with the Colts 2 weeks ago. Last week we played against Vernon Davis. Lots of really good 49er greats out there still getting it done each and every week. And you got to tip your hat when you see those guys and remember what they did to make our football team so good. Colin Kaepernick, our fallen buddy, still looking for a job. But we, went with a quarterback change last week. Brian Hoyer He did have a couple 300-yard games. I think that a few times he played over our expectations, but then there were weeks when honestly we should have won football games, and the only reason that we didn't win those games is because our quarterback didn't play up to snuff. We should have won that Seattle game. I think we had a chance to beat the Rams, but the guy had a great game, so you can't hold that one against him. But even the Colts game, if we got the ball back, we could have moved the ball a little bit in overtime. Maybe we could have got that done. But we ended up going with C.J. Beathard, our rookie. I still don't think that we're out of the Kirk Cousins running. I think that there was a good chance that Kirk Cousins was going to come from the Redskins last year. They ended up having to pony up to the table and have to pay that franchise. I don't think they're going to want to do it again next year. And I don't think that Kirk Cousins really feels welcome in Washington. Like, they really want him. He offered to get signed up to a long-term deal. Redskins seemed like they didn't want to do it. So I think unless the Redskins win the Super Bowl, I think that Kirk Cousins is going to be out there on the free agent market. And I think that that's something you have to look at. So I'm not ready to close that door yet, but honestly, for a debut from a quarterback, what else could you expect from this guy? He pulled us back into that Redskins game, got us into, it didn't go to overtime, right? I don't think that game went to overtime. I think we just ended up losing by 2. Yeah, that's right. Time just ran out because we couldn't get the ball done. And then we had that offensive pass interference call, which was a whole bunch of malarkey that got us out of field goal range so Robbie Gould could kick the ball in there. I'm thinking that this quarterback change is going to bring some fresh air into the 49ers. I think that definitely, a lot of the young players on the team that might not be getting a lot of playing time are going to be seeing this, is that, they do believe in the process, that we are building towards a better tomorrow, and that, we are going to be playing these guys. They're not just a piece of the roster. Every person that's on this roster is on it because they believe that they are a part of us getting better and getting on down the road. I'm not taking the 49ers to win this game. I do honestly, as a 49er fan, believe that the 49ers can win this game. But I'm not ready to put it all on the line. I wouldn't put money on this game or anything like that. But definitely, you got to tip your hat to the Cowboys. They got a good football team coming here. They got a little bit of turmoil going on right now with the whole Jerry Jones, standing up for the players, wanting to work with them, and then a week later, sort of shutting the door on that and basically saying, hey, we did it once, that was enough, now just stand there and put up with the anthem. Not wanting the whole, the whole kneeling thing and everything like that. The Niners seem like they're a pretty strong team. We don't get a lot of people talking about it, but you see a lot of pictures of it. It seemed like the whole team is pretty well, standing together with the guys that kneel. It's not like they're off to the side. They're right there in the middle of it. And, if you want in on it, it's there. And if not, it is what it is. I think if we were a better football team like we were a few years ago, or maybe even if Colin Kaepernick was still on the team, maybe we would be getting a little bit more press about it. But, they give the press to the teams that win more, because I think they're almost portraying it in the media like it's a distraction. It's not even part of the game. Maybe if a guy was kneeling during the play or something like that, or taking a play off or something like that, maybe then it would get a little bit more press or something like that. But I don't know. We'll have to see. I think that honestly, Frank Gore could have Frank Gore, damn it, he's playing with the Colts. Carlos Hyde could have a really good game this week, running against this Dallas defense. I like the quarterback. I'm not 100% sure about passing on Dallas's D, but I'm sure that we can run against it. So I'm looking for Hyde to have a big game and hopefully be the one guy who pulls it together. But we're going to be moving younger on defense. The defensive line has been applying a lot of pressure to the quarterback. We can't stop the run as well as I want to. but that'll come in time. I think that we'll put that together and we'll get better. So we got Dallas on Sunday. Should be a good one. I think we got a chance to win this, guys. I really, really do. Peace out, everybody.